Sorry, we're continuing on the Gid Hanashe. The loom's time was very short, I didn't know. So how do we move forward and fix what it is that prevents us from walking and being able to rebuild the temple and bring the Beis Hamikdash? Basically, it's telling us that what is a nerve? A nerve is, like we said, something that enables us to feel, to be sensitive, to be able to understand the consequence of an action and be in touch with every part of our actions, our thoughts, our emotions, our actions. So when we have a relationship with someone, we are there's a great potential, especially if it's a close connection, if it's an intimate connection. We know that famous sentence that the people you're the closest to are the people that are going to be the most affected, right? The people that you're going to be hurt the most, or you're going to hurt the most. The Gid Hanashe is telling us that when you're going to have an intimate relationship with someone, not necessarily sexual, but sexual is the climax of it, there is a great danger of saying things, doing things that really are going to hurt the person tremendously. So in a way, it's a mitzvah of tremendous awareness, because it's a mitzvah where, as the chinuch says, to remember what happened, to remember that we are in a fight, in a constant fight against evil. And in every relationship that we have, we're going to have a constant fight of being careful not to hurt the other person's feeling, not to do something that is going to hurt the nerve and prevent the relationship from growing, prevent the pururuvu, prevent the connection, the intimate connection to someone else and to Hashem. So this is one of the main lessons I believe we can learn at this point with the Gid Hanashe, is that whenever we remove the nerve, which is very hard to remove, this is why usually they remove the whole leg. My Rebbe was explaining that there's a lot of little pieces that goes in between the muscles and between the flesh, and therefore it's very, very hard to remove. You have to be very careful. Once you break one piece, it's completely you can't anymore recuperate the parts of the nerves, and therefore it's telling us that being very careful with the emotion of the other, having empathy, and the moment that we are in a serious relationship, doesn't have to be love relationship, but any serious relationship where there's really an interaction, we have to be extremely careful of what nerve we're going to touch on the other, because it's going to be very, very hard to remove. We are very sensitive beings. We're very emotional, and anything that's gonna that we're gonna say or do that is painful is gonna stay in the person, stuck in the person, and it's gonna be very hard to remove. So it's a warning for our relationship that we're here to learn from every person, like we spoke about Puruvu. Every person is the tree of the garden. We're here to expand our potential and make connections. But when you make connections, be careful. You have to be super sensitive. It's a foundation mitzvah, and we learn it through the fight of Yaakov with the angel, because it's something that we fight every day of our life. It's something that is constant, and that's the thing that that enables us to rebuild the temple. If we are sensitive to others, if we love others, if we pay attention to the feelings of others, and like Hillel said, don't do to the others you don't want them to do to you, then we can get rid of sinat chinam, then we can rebuild the temple. So may we all be able to fulfill the mitzvah of Gid Hanashe properly and rebuild the temple. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen ve'Amen.